Hello and welcome back to It's What I Do. I'm filming on the little ZV-E10 today because I want to do a little bit of a review of a wireless mic system. Wireless mic system I'm talking about is the Ulanzi AM18 U wireless mic. U mic wireless, whatever. Does make me laugh with some of the English that's on these. Still, they can speak better English than I can Chinese, so yeah, that's what we're going to be looking at. It looks a very nice little kit. We'll do a little bit of an unboxing and we'll have a look. At the moment we're recording on the internal mic, so I'm not sure how well that will sound, and we'll see what difference it makes putting the wireless mic on. It's very good value, this mic. I'll go over the price and whatnot a little bit later, but it is very good value. Of course, you know I've got the Hollyland Lark 150 wireless mic set, which is again a very good system. I wanted to review this one because this is a lot cheaper alternative, and it might be useful for some of my fellow creators. So, right, I'll stop waffling and we'll unbox this. Okay, so this is the box. You just slide the top off. We have an instruction manual, which is in English and Chinese, I believe. Yep. Inside there we have the microphones themselves. Oh, okay, so we've got the actual little case here. It's a lot smaller than the Hollyland one, but it is a battery case, so it charges the receiver and the two microphones actually in the case, and you can see a power indicator there, shows you how well it charges on them. We'll take one of those out. On the actual microphones, they're very small, very light. On this side we've got a power button and a plus and minus for the volume or the gain on the microphone. And we've got a record button there and a USB-C port there to charge the microphone individually. That's also, I'm not sure actually whether that one works like that or not, but you can connect these directly to a phone. Might be an interesting test to look at that later. Got a plastic film over the top of there. And the receiver, a little without the glare on there, you can see the two screens there. Got little buttons on the front here which mute the mics, so if you're only using one, you press the button on the other one, you get a little square, a little cross on the speaker symbol there, which mutes the microphone. This is a touch screen as well, so you can touch it and get it to operate for adjusting volumes and such like. It doesn't work very well because it's still got the cover on it, but we'll leave that for a moment and we'll see what else we get. So, that's the microphone. In there we've got a box of accessories. If you open that up, Again, this is the internal mic we're using on the ZVE10 at the moment. So in here we get some cables. That's a cable for connecting the microphones to an iPhone. We've got a USB to USB-C cable, so that will be connecting to Android phones. We have a charging cable, which is a standard USB to USB-C. We have a TRS to TRS cable for connecting to most cameras. We have a nice little carry case bag thing. We can put it all in when we're taking it out. And we've got two little wind muffs that actually clip onto the top of the microphones. We'll try those out in a minute. And then we've got a load of these sticker things, which I'm not 100% sure what they're for. Have to have a look in the menu for that and see what it says. There's like little sticky pads. I would imagine they're to tighten up the fit onto a camera or something, but we'll have a look. So that's what we get in the box. Quite good. Okay, so we'll have a look at the touch screen. So I've just taken the cover off, and on the touch screen, if we swipe that down, we come into the settings. We've got the mono stereo setting there for the microphones. I find the sound is a lot better on these external microphones if you leave them on mono. If you was doing an interview with two people, or you had two people on the video, that would be fine having it on stereo. Then we've got a volume, so that's your mic gains. That's set at what, 30 is it at the moment? I haven't got my glasses on, so it's a job to see. Then we've got the individual gains for each side. Again, that's set in the middle at the moment, which can't make out what that is. And then we have all the other settings: brightness, language, date and time, reset, and information. So you can see the firmware numbers on there. So to get rid of them, just swipe up and it goes back to the menus. Yep, nothing else comes up if you swipe any other direction, so you've got to swipe down first to get to the menu. So that's the little swipe screen. Right, so here we have the little wind muffs that come with it. Now these have got a little tag underneath, and if you look on there you can see tiny little tags on there. So what we have to do is put those in that way around and give them a quarter turn, and that locks them in place on top of the mic. So that's what it looks like there. There is a port there that you can put a lavalier mic in, but you don't get those in the box unfortunately, so you'd have to supply your own lavalier mics for that. But for the price of it, which as I said we'll cover in a little while, I think that's really, really good. So there we go with the microphone. as soon as you power these on, they connect. So it's only got one microphone out at the moment, so it only shows one on there. If we take the other one out, give it a second, it should connect. We've just powered it on, and there we go, both microphones there. I'm only going to use one for doing this test, so we'll turn that one off for the time being, put it back in the box, and we go back to the single display. Right, just picked up the little Osmo Action just to show you how it sets up on the camera. So we've got the receiving unit there. Yeah, we're on mono, so we've got the one microphone showing. We've got the TRS cable going from the receiver into the side of the little ZV-E10. It'll be different on whatever camera you're using. Set the audio level on the back of there, back of the ZV-E10 down to 5. And I've adjusted the gain up on the receiver a little touch. So that's all good, and that's how it's set up on there. So right, let's set the camera up and we'll do a sound test on there. Right, as you can see, I am out in the garden. It is a little bit windy, but I don't know whether you'll be able to hear the wind or not. Excuse me. And obviously this is the first setup, so the sound levels might need adjusting. They look pretty good at the moment, but we'll see. Right, the beauty of not being tethered to the microphone is that I can actually back away like this and you can still hear me. Hopefully the ZV-E10 has still got me in focus. But I'm standing quite a distance away from the camera. Now, if you're somebody who uses a GoPro, you have to have the media mod on there to actually be able to connect a microphone, and I know the cameras do come with a microphone. If you're using an Osmo, then you have to have a little adapter that does USB to TRS so that you can plug a microphone in, but they should work absolutely fine on them. And if you're on a telephone, either an iPhone or a Android, you'll get the cables to connect it in the box. So that's the setup. How does it sound? I can't tell at the moment because obviously I'm filming, but I'll see when I put this together. Now I am only talking in a normal voice, in fact a fairly quiet voice. I'd probably be speaking a bit louder than this if I was using the Osmo Action and the internal mic on the Osmo Action. But this one seems to be working quite well. Looking at the record monitors, the level monitors on the screen, it seems quite well, quite good. In fact, it might be a little bit high. I could probably turn it down a little bit. What do you reckon? Any good? Right, I'm going to stop there for a moment because I want to, in case you're wondering, I am in the middle of cleaning my filters at the moment, so I don't know whether you can hear them going off in the background. You might be able to. Hopefully you can pick up my voice quite clearly, and hopefully the wind muff on the top here is stopping a lot of wind noise. You can see it fits quite well on there, and that's just clipped onto the shirt. Yeah, with the wind muff. So it's quite good. Okay, come back to you in a second. Something I failed to mention was the little button on the side there. On the side there is a record button, and the microphones have a built-in 8GB storage, so you can do a backup track actually onto the microphone itself. So that's very good. Haven't tried that yet. Well, we'll try that in a minute. See whether it sounds any good. Okay, I'm not quite sure how well you can see me, whether the contrast's particularly high or not. I've got the camera set up on a stand there, and it's on a tripod sitting on top of the bench that's there, and I'm standing out actually into the garden, so the sun is shining on me, so I might be a little bit overexposed, I don't know. Anyhow, let's have a look at this internal recording. So if I take the microphone off and I press the record button, don't know if I can bring that in. Can you see on the front there you've got the little red light? If I turn that, that's just recording wirelessly like normal. If I press that, that also starts to record internal on the microphone itself. So you get a backup track, or if you just wanted to use those and sync up afterwards, you could do that. So let's come back out here, pin that back on my shirt. Oh. Right, and the way we sync up, you need to do an action that you can sync to sound on the phone. Now, what I normally do is clap. So at the moment this is the normal recording. So, and we'll sync it here. Right, and this will be the internal recording on the mic, so the backup recording on the actual mic itself. We'll see how that sounds. Any good? So my initial thoughts are, for the price you pay for this little microphone set, it's very good. Very neat and compact. Ulanzi give you quite a lot of gear to go with it, with most of your cables. The only thing they don't give you is the lavalier mics, which is a bit of a shame. They should do that. Lavalier mics are pennies, you know. You can get expensive ones, but for the most part, the ones that they'd supply you would be reasonably cheap, you know. The Holyland system, which is the only other wireless mic system that I've got, do supply you with loads and loads of cables, and the lavalier mics and things like that. So the Ulanzi one supply you the cables you need. So that's to connect to a camera or to connect to phones. They give you those wires. And the price, as I say, I'll show you the price in a moment. I'll record that on the computer so that you can see the actual price on the screen. But it's very, very good. Okay, I promised you a look at the website. So this is the Ulanzi website, and I've loaded it up onto the page for this microphone. I will leave a link in the description for the mic in case you're interested in buying it. At the moment the current price is £81.16. I did get it a little bit cheaper than that because I got an email with a discount on it. But I did buy this microphone myself. It wasn't supplied by Ulanzi. And they get no say in this review whatsoever. So all of what you've watched so far is my honest opinions. So yeah, price currently is £81.16, which I think is a very good price for a wireless microphone system, especially with like what you get with it. And it's a nice little compact design. It's very good. So if we scroll down, we'll have a look at their description of it. So it features a dual channel recording, dual channel wireless lavalier microphone system for recording two sound sources simultaneously, meeting various recording scene needs. High quality audio and safety track. The UMIC AM18 features 3 pickup modes for clear and consistent voice capture, mono mode for accurate frequencies, stereo mode for high fidelity audio, and safety track mode as a backup against level spikes. Onboard recording. Both transmitters have onboard recording capability with 8 GB of storage for up to 14 hours of backup recording. This allows you to record audio directly to each transmitter as a backup in case of wireless interference and dropouts. You can also use the transmitter as standalone recorders. Multi-level gain adjustment. Fine-tune microphone sensitivity for audio stability, retaining more sound details even in complex recording environments. Windproof sweater. The wind muff. 2 furry windscreens are provided to effectively suppress wind noise while still recording clear sound. Up to 20 hours battery life. The ultra portable charging case is the perfect home for UMIC. With it you can charge the transmitter and receiver, conveniently store components, and fast pair the system right out of the case. 100 meters transmission range. The AM18 records clear audio up to 100 meters using Ulanzi's secure encryption tech. The optimized wireless transmission ensures stability even in bustling places like train stations and malls. Operating in the 2.4 GHz frequency band avoids TV and radio interference, offering reliable audio in any environment. Universal compatibility, 3.5 TRS analog output, USB-C and iOS digital output, universal compatibility with cameras, mobile devices and computers. So it claims to have a 100 metre range on it. I haven't tested that, and I don't tend to test it because in reality, who is going to walk 100 metres away from your camera while recording? I mean, if you need to, you need to, but I just can't see that as being feasible. The most you're going to go is about, 20 foot, something like that. I don't think you're going to need to go much further than that. But what it does give you is freedom to use your hands, move around without having to move the camera and such like. So it does give good flexibility there. And from the testing so far, I think that's pretty good, especially for the price. Yeah, quite pleased with that. So anyhow, that was the view of the website. As I say, I will leave a link for it. Hopefully you enjoyed that little video. Very, very useful little bit of kit. Quite impressed with that. And I may buy one to do as a giveaway. Would you like that? Do you think that's a good idea? Let me know down below. See what you think. Right, I'm going to leave it there. As I say, hopefully you enjoyed that and you found it useful. I believe I can recommend this microphone system. You might have to tweak the settings a little bit. As I said, this is a very rough and ready setup, and I could probably set it up and make it sound a bit better than it is. It'd be interesting to do the 2 microphones, and see what it sounds like and have it on stereo. That would be interesting. Maybe I can con someone into doing a video with me to test it out. You never know, maybe next time I go down and visit Ron at West Clicoy, we can do a little bit of both of us talking at the same time on there. So, right, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.